You said you'd tell me more about Martin later.
Well, what would you like to know?
When did you last see him?
At Skoda's funeral. Half the town was there. Sadly, I didn't manage more than a few words with him. He said he had to think over what to do next. And that was it. He didn't even say goodbye after that.
Why didn't he stay in Kuttenberg?
That's the real mystery. But I'd say it probably had something to do with one of the old guild masters.
Did Martin have enemies in the guild?
You could put it that way. Poor old Guildmaster Hollander. He couldn't stand Skoda, and he couldn't stand Martin either. I'd say he made sure Martin couldn't get hired anywhere in town. But that's just my guess.
Who was Guildmaster Hollander?
An armourer. Originally from somewhere near Antwerp, I think. I didn't know him well, but my master used to say he was a right pain in the arse.
What did he mean?
They say he couldn't bear being contradicted, and he'd never forget it. He regarded such people as enemies.
Did Martin cross him?
I don't know, maybe. But you're probably better off letting that be, Henry. Speak no ill of the dead.
Have you got another good story?
Once we went to a dance in Villani, and Martin took a shine to some girl there, a farmer's daughter. You know the type, straw in her hair, but because her pa owns the biggest fields, she acts like she's nobility. He asked her for a dance, and she turned him down. Said she wouldn't dance with a pauper. Most would have walked away, but Frisky wasn't like that.
What did he do?
He disappeared for a bit, said he was off to the privy, then came back and kept drinking like nothing had happened. And then, bang, the bailiff walks in and heads straight for Frisky. He bows right down and says, "My lord, you really shouldn't be wasting your time in a dive like this. What would your noble father say?" And Frisky says, "Get lost, you oaf, or I'll have you whipped. I'll do whatever I damn well please." The bailiff took off, and you could have heard a pin drop in that tavern. A moment later, he started bringing food to our table, plates of it, and beer too. That stuck-up little ninny ordered everything, just trying to get Frisky to notice her. But he didn't even glance her way.
Served her right.
We stuffed ourselves, got drunk as lords, and headed back to town with our pouches full of leftovers. We laughed all the way home.
How about another story?
In winter, we'd sometimes mess around on the frozen river branch behind the gallows. We'd bring some wineskins, light a fire, and just skate around for fun. And Frisky, always looking for something fun, found this bent stick and started batting a flat rock across the ice with it. Then he wanted to bet on who could hit the rock with the stick from a distance and land it between the bridge posts. You see what nonsense it was? I told him to get stuffed.
A bit like a little kid, was he?
That's right. But the fly really liked it. So he grabbed his own stick, they picked up some rocks, and they started a contest. Frisky won, of course. Even now, I still remember he hit the mark 68 times in a row. I have to admit, it was actually fun to watch. Shame the lads never did it again. Maybe it could have caught on here in the region as a local pastime.
Have you got another story?
Once, Skoda got into an argument with Hollander, and Martin took it a bit personally. He went up to the stream bank, found some rotting old crayfish someone had tossed out, and snuck into Hollander's house right up to his bed. He scattered them all over the bed, put a few under the blanket, under the pillow, then hid. He waited and waited. And that Dutch idiot actually laid down in it and cut up his back and arms.
Are you sure that's a good story?
Got no others, my friend. That was just before I saw Martin for the last time. Take care.